from the east side of America, where we choose pride over character, and we can pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. I live on the west side of America, where they spin lies into fairy dust, and we can pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. And don't believe the narcissism when everyone rejects and expects you to listen. Hey guys, Kiewie here again, and in today's lesson we're going to be taking a look at the song Sick Boy by the Chainsmokers. So this has been an acoustic tutorial, and it's going to be using some easy chords and some easy strumming patterns as well. So just before we start, I'm going to point you down to the description where you can download a free PDF, which will be a tutorial guide which will lay out all the strumming patterns, tabs for the chords, the chord progressions. So go check that out down in the description, and you can follow along with what I'm saying here. I think it'll be really useful to go alongside this tutorial. So to start with, you will need a capo, and you'll put yours on the 2nd fret. So in total there's going to be 6 chords. There's going to be A minor, this D minor 7, or alternatively you can just play a D minor, but I'll touch on that when I go through the chords. F major, G major, C major, and E major as well. So if you already know how to play those chords, skip ahead, but if you don't, stick around and I'll go through them now. So to play the A minor, you're going to be muting this lowest 6th string. The 5th string will be open. Your 2nd finger will go on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Your 3rd finger will go on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Your 1st finger will go on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and the 1st string, the highest string, will be open. And like I said before, mute that lowest 6th string there. That'll be A minor. The next chord will be this D minor 7 chord. So alternatively, if you don't want to play this, but I will give you an easy variation, which will get rid of this slight bar chord here. But if you don't want to play that, you can just play a normal D minor, which will be muting these 2 low strings, 2 low strings. 4th string will be open. 2nd finger will be on the 2nd fret 3rd string. 3rd finger will be on the 3rd fret 2nd string. 1st finger will be on the 1st fret 1st string. But that D minor 7 will be it will be like this D minor, but you'll be taking this 3rd finger off, and then you'll be doing a partial bar of the 1st string and the 2nd string on the 1st fret. So it will be lowest 2 strings are muted, 4th string open, 2nd finger will be on the 2nd fret 3rd string, and then your 1st finger will be barring the 1st fret of the 2nd and 1st string. Alternatively, you can put your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, your 2nd finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string, and then your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Again, mute those 2, and you can play your D minor 7 like that. And then the next chord after that will be this A minor. So you can move like that. So this 1st finger will be the anchor between the 2. So you don't have to take your whole hand off. You can just move these fingers around like this. In fact, your 3rd finger and your 1st finger will act as the anchor. All you've got to do is move this 2nd finger from the 1st fret of the 1st string to the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Just like that. But the way I play it, I bar these two higher strings, and then just go to the A minor from there. Just like that. But like I say, the chord tabs will be in that free download of the PDF if you want to go check that out if you can't keep up with what I'm saying here. So the next chord will be, it's G major, so your second finger will be on the 6th string of the 3rd fret, first finger will go on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, third finger 3rd fret 2nd string, and then your pinky will go on the 3rd fret 1st string. So that'll be a G. Next chord will be a C major. So your first finger will go on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, second finger 2nd fret 4th string, third finger will go on the 3rd fret 5th string. Mute that lower string, everything else is open. Next chord will be this F major. So the F major is a bar chord, but I like to play this easy variation just because I think it sounds better. Technically it's an F major 7, but it does the job. So your first finger will be on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, your second finger will be on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, third finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and your pinky will go on the string under that, so the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Mute that lower string, highest string will be open, and that's your F. The last chord, this E major chord, so the low string will be open, your second finger will be on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, your third finger will be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then your first finger will be on the 1st fret of the 3rd string. Highest 2 strings are open, and that's your E major there. So moving on to the strum patterns now, there's going to be 3 strum patterns altogether. The first one is just going to be down strums on each chord, but I'll touch on how long you need to leave each chord when I go through the chord progressions. And then strum pattern 2 will be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And when I go through the chord progressions, I'll say how long you need to play that strum pattern on each chord. So strum pattern 2, you can do it open or using palm mutes. And the palm mutes will be on the downs, and then on the ups you can open the strings out. And the third strum pattern will be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And again, just like that second strum pattern, when I go through the chord progression, I will say how long you need to play that for each chord. So getting into the chord progressions then, the song's going to start off with a verse, and the chords you're going to need are the D minor 7 or the normal D minor if you want to play that. So it'll be D minor to A minor, and what you're going to be doing is just down strummings on these chords. So it'll be D minor to A minor and letting that ring, and you can put a little stop in between there, so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So the stop will be on the 3rd beat, and then the A minor will come on the 4, so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. And that chord progression there between the D minor and the A minor will go around 4 times for the verse. And also you can put a little strum on the A minor just before you get back into the D minor, so maybe just a down, 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 up when you get back to that D minor. So the next section will be a refrain section. It sort of acts like a pre-chorus, but you'll go to strum pattern 2 here, and you'll be using an F major for the entire strum pattern 2, and then it'll be a split strum pattern between this G major and A minor. Now in the strum pattern down in the description and on the tutorial guide, there'll be a slash in the strum pattern, and that's where you change from the G major to A minor. Then you get to an F major for a whole strum pattern. Then you go to a C major for a whole strum pattern. Then you get to an F again for a whole strum pattern. Then it's a split between G major and E major. Then you go to an A minor. Then it's a split between a G major and an E major. So all of those chords there will be the entire chord progression for that refrain section. Then you get into verse 2, and for this section you can use strum pattern 2. You can use the palm muted version or the open version if you want, but it'll be a split strum pattern between D minor and A minor. And how that will work is it'll be first off, it'll be a split strum pattern between D minor and A minor, and that'll be where the slashes are in the strum pattern. And then the next strum pattern round, you play a whole strum pattern on this A minor. So in total, between these two chords, it'll be 2 strum patterns in total, but you'll be on this D minor for half, and then A minor for 1.5 essentially. So it'll be just like that. So for the chord progression, it will be D minor to A minor 2 times round, and then this time round for the verse, the chords switch up a little bit, and you go from D minor to F major for a split strum pattern, just like the D minor and A minor. And then the 4th time round, it will be F major to A minor split. So in total, it'll be D minor to A minor, then D minor to A minor, and then D minor to F major, and then F major to A minor. And then from there you get into the chorus. So the chorus section, you can use strum pattern 3 for this section, and the chord progression will be exactly the same as the refrain. So it'll be F major for 1 strum pattern, split between G and A minor, then F for 1 strum pattern, to C for 1 strum pattern, then to F for 1 strum pattern, then split between G and E major, then A minor for 1 strum pattern, and then split between G and E major. So it's just exactly the same as that refrain section. So what I'll do now is play through the first verse, that refrain section, verse 2, and then the chorus section. And like I say, all these strum patterns, all the chords will be down in the description, and you can also download that free PDF as well to play along with the song. So it should sound like this. I'm from the east side of America, where we choose pride over character, and we can pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. I live on the west side of America, where they spin lies into fairy dust, and we can pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. And don't believe the narcissism when everyone rejects and expects you to listen to. Make no mistake, that is my religion, that I put myself, that is my religion. And they say that I am the sick boy, easy to say, don't take the risk, boy. Welcome to the narcissism, we united in our difference. I'm from the east side of America, where we desensitized by hysteria, and we can pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. I live on the west side of America, buried in lies in the fairy dust, we can pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. I am the sick boy. I am the sick boy. They say that I am the sick boy, and they call me the sick boy. So sorry for some of the bad singing there, and I'll probably get some of the lyrics wrong, but you guys can definitely do a better job than me. So from that chorus you go into verse 3, and the strumming pattern you can use is strumming pattern 3 or strumming pattern 2. And the chords for this are going to be D minor to A minor, and that's going to go around 3 times, and then the last time it's going to be F major to A minor. And then from verse 3 you get into the bridge section. Now the bridge section is going to be an F major, and for this bridge actually you can use strum pattern 2 or strum pattern 3. You can use the muted versions if you want as well, or you can just do down strums. It's entirely up to you. You can mix and match with the strum patterns on each chord if you want to build some tension, ready to get into the next bit. But the chords are going to be an F major for one strum pattern, a C major for one strum pattern, F major for one strum pattern, then it'll be split between C and G, F major, then to C major for one strum pattern, then to A minor for one strum pattern, and then E major for one strum pattern. Then from the bridge you get into another verse section, which will be verse number 4, and you can use strum pattern 3 for this bit. And this will be exactly the same as verse 1, so it'll be this D minor to A minor for 4 times round. And then from that last verse there you go straight into the chorus, and the chorus will be exactly the same as the previous chorus. So what I'll do now is I'll play through verse 3 into the bridge, verse 4, and then that last chorus, just so you can piece everything together in your head. So it should sound like this. I don't believe in narcissism, but never on projects and expects you to listen to them. Make no mistake, I live in a prison. That about myself is my religion. Yeah, they say that I am the sick boy. Easy to say when you don't take the risk, boy. Walking through the narcissism. Oh, you're not in our indifference. Feed yourself with my life's work. How many lives is my life worth? Feed yourself with my life's work. How many likes is my life worth? Feed yourself with my life's work. How many likes is my life worth? Feed yourself with my life's work. How many likes is my life worth? From the east side of America, I am the sick boy. From the west side of America, I am the sick boy. From the east side of America, they say that I am the sick boy. I live on the west side of America, and they call me the sick boy. I am the sick boy. I am the sick boy. They say that I am the sick boy, and they call me the sick boy. And then after the last chorus, there is technically a little outro where it's going to be just like the verses in terms of the rhythm, but it's going to be F to A minor, F to A minor. So you can do that 4 times round, or you can just, if you're just doing an acoustic version of this, just end the song on A minor and just cut out that outro altogether. So just doing a little recap, the strumming patterns for this can be quite loose, and you can play around with it yourself if you're doing an acoustic version, or if you just want to just play the song to the record. The strumming patterns I've suggested probably match the recording and the feel of the song as well, but feel free to play around with these strumming patterns if you want, and just have fun with it really. So I think I've covered everything here. Like I say, all the chords, all the strumming patterns will be down in the description below, and if you've got any suggestions for future tutorials that you want me to cover, make sure to comment below. I try and comment and reply to every comment, so please feel free to. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I got a lot more tutorials over there on my channel from bands like All Time Low, Pierce the Veil, Bring Me the Horizon. So until next time, peace out.